how is it working with Joe? You guys are partners.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And obviously we see Joe, he's always trending. So how has it been for you? Did it make you realize even more the power behind media?
Yes.
Yeah.
Working with Joe is amazing. He is so abrasive, so fearless.
Yeah.
And sometimes in the media world, that lands us in such hot water. It really does.
Yeah.
But it's also encouraged me to stop giving a shit what everyone thinks. And that's been a superpower for us, is as long as we believe in what we're doing,
Yeah.
and we know we're on a certain path, who cares what everyone thinks?
Yeah.
Everyone else doesn't dictate our success or failure.
Yeah.
And working with him is not easy because not only is he incredibly intelligent, but he's controversial. And he doesn't care to say how he feels, regardless of whose feelings it may hurt. Even if he's never out maliciously trying to hurt somebody, but he's not afraid to say how he feels. And in our business, Nessa, you know this, Katrina, you know this, people protect so much of these relationships.
Oh,
It's so nauseating.
it's disgusting.
Gross.
Yes.
And I get it. I get you want to protect this dream of business and this
Right.
dream of big things happening. But the truth is, no one really cares about you that way anyway. So you're protecting nothing.
Facts.
You're not protecting anything. And Joe has this creative genius to him, this producer eye. He's like the ultimate A&R for content creation.
Yeah.
Like he just knows chemistry better than anyone I've ever met before. And he is not afraid to put in the work. And you know how you and I are talking about like that hustler mentality?
yeah.
Now I switch off of Preem and I go to Joe. Joe is the hardest working person I've ever been privileged to work with.
That makes me happy.
He's
to hear.
always on time. He's always the last one in the room. He's always willing to put in 100,000% effort. And that's why we are here where we are today, is because we've put these ideas together. Then we've had to put plans in place to actually bring it to life. And then on top of all of those planning phases, he executes. He sits there and goes, okay, how do we make this look the best? How do we make this come out the best? He is a madman, has a work ethic that is unmatched in this business. And sometimes we end up in hot water. But at least we end up in hot water. At least we're not sitting there stagnant, waiting for something to land in our lap. And for that, I'm forever appreciative for him. And I love working with Joe. Like, we're going to change the world together in media. It already began.
It already began.
Thank you. I appreciate
It already
that.
began.
I don't like, I feel so weird bragging about it, but then I'm like, no, that like, we've worked our asses off.
Absolutely.
And we changed the landscape of, podcasting, but not. It's like we're a multimedia company now,
Right.
and there's things coming that haven't been announced and haven't been made public yet that is going to continue to evolve what creators should think about themselves and think about doing themselves. That used to be a thing you had to be hired to do.
Right.
That's forward and more pushing towards that. You could do all this yourself.
That's right.
You know, like how we talked, like where does this independent mentality come from? It comes from believing in ourselves and believing that, well, if the companies value that, why can't we act like the company?
Right.
You know, I'm a Howard Stern junkie, by the way, and Joe hates when I keep comparing the two, but I'm a Stern junkie. My first ever big interview that was with the New York Times, this is back in 2017 or 18, it was with, they interviewed me, they interviewed the podcast at the time, and I think they ended up, after they spoke to me, they ended up titling it, Joe Budden is the Howard Stern of hip-hop media.
Oh, gosh.
And I love that because I am a junkie. I go to sleep
Right.
every night listening to Stern to this very day.
To this very day?
To this very day.
Oh, you're committed.
I'm committed. 30 minutes
Stern's
a night.
an icon. He's an icon.
He's the best. And you know what? I just loved that he made broadcasts so interesting. I feel a part of the Stern family. And I know that that's what we're doing with the Joe Budden podcast is we have an army of people out there that feel like they know each and every one of the Joe Budden podcast universe and personalities, and that's magic. I don't know. I feel happy that I'm a part of something so special.
So he's so hardworking. How does he have time to go to strip clubs? Like seriously, at this point, like, is he working? Like, is he working off his phone? Is he like, okay, Ian, hold on. Let me send you this. Hold on, wait, no, don't clap.
How
like
do you
that.
know about his strip club?
He posts it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Those are my.
don't be with your kid on
know.
Instagram and going through the story and you accidentally come across Joe's. He's at the strip club. You're like, wait, don't turn it off.
I always show them to Julia in the morning. I'm like, oh, Joe had a good night, and it's just some nice girl's ass bouncing in front of my screen
with wearing fishnets, and you're like, okay, what's
right next to a brand integration we have. I'm like, all right, and there we go. Where does he find the time? Joe, the strip club is inspiration for Joe.
Yeah.
I've also seen him eat a piece of cake, chocolate milk, and sit on his phone and write treatments at the strip club for work we have to do. And the strippers come up to us and Joe will respectfully shoo them away because he's working. He likes the energy of the strip club. It inspires him.
Yeah, it's very Joe. I mean, he's been.
You've known Joe.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, he's
That's
been about
Joe.
that life.
And he's very open about it.
Oh yeah.
I've been to many strip clubs with Joe, and
can you work in the strip club? Like, can you get your laptop out and like start? Like,
I don't know
all right.
laptop.
Do they have Wi-Fi?
Do they have Wi-Fi?
Some of the strip clubs I've been to with Joe actually serve full meals, and I'm like, what the hell is going on
And
here?
it's
Why are we
probably
eating?
delicious.
Yeah.
The ones I've been to with him have decent food. I'll give you that. I don't feel comfortable eating in the strip club. I never understood the concept. Like, there's beautiful naked women everywhere, and you're sitting eating cheesecake and a chocolate milk. I don't understand what's going on.
It's so good.
But
It's inspiration.
right, I guess so. That's Joe's inspiration.
Maybe we should try.
Well, we should try
Maybe we
this.
should try.
You guys wouldn't do a girls' field trip to a strip club?
I think we could.
Have you ever been, either of you?
As long
Yeah,
as
we've
they have
been to strip
Wi-Fi. We've
clubs.
been together.
Yeah, we've been in many strip clubs, but
Doesn't do it for you?
it doesn't really do. It's inspiring because
For you too?
Well, it's inspiring to see everyone trying to get money. Like, it's like, oh wow, we're in it. Like, let's go hustler mentality. But it's not.
I know.
Like, the music is probably like when. Yeah, I don't know if we'll find inspiration.
Inspiration
I think we'll
to work on our bodies to,
get on
go
that
to the
treadmill,
gym, hop on the elliptical machine. That's
Right,
my
it
inspiration.
makes you want to
I'm like,
get
damn.
your shit in order or
Right,
something
like, what?
physically, but
or maybe get Ozempic because Katrina's talking me out of it.
can't.
enough with the
Ozy.
Ozempic
Nessa.
talk.
We need a little Ozy.
Have we really come down to this in our culture that we're stabbing ourselves with
Yes.
pens to lose weight?
Yes.
Our culture's
What the
instant.
I haven't done
Instant.
it, but yeah, I'm kidding, maybe. But listen, do you want to go on the elliptical?
No.
Tell Ian right now when's the last time you went to the gym.
The gym, probably to watch Colin work out.
You go to watch him
I
work
would
out?
watch him work out.